In an offseason filled with swirling rumors, shifting power dynamics, and calculated silence, one story has continued to dominate headlines in Cincinnati: the contract saga of Trey Hendrickson. The Bengals' ferocious edge rusher, the heartbeat of their pass rush, is at the center of a high-stakes negotiation that could reshape not only the team's defense, but its entire identity moving forward. Hendrickson, who has quietly turned into one of the most feared defensive ends in football, remains locked in a contractual standoff with the Bengals front office. And now, with tensions bubbling just beneath the surface, a new development has thrown fuel onto an already burning fire. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports that Hendrickson is expected to command a massive extension in the range of $35 to $40 million per year, putting him in the elite financial stratosphere of Maxx Crosby and Myles Garrett. For months, this impasse has loomed over the franchise like a dark cloud. Hendrickson, 30, has made no secret of his frustration with the Bengals' slow-moving front office. After consistently proving his worth on the field, with back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons, he's now demanding respect in the form of a long-term deal. But when the Bengals failed to act swiftly, Hendrickson sent a message of his own by skipping mandatory minicamp. This wasn't just about skipping a few practices. It was a calculated move by a veteran who knows his value and is no longer willing to play the waiting game. Hendrickson's absence was both symbolic and strategic, a statement that echoed throughout Paycor Stadium and beyond. Still, after weeks of radio silence, there's a new glimmer of hope. Schefter revealed on Sunday that contract talks between the two sides have resumed. While a deal isn't finalized yet, the mere fact that discussions are back on the table is a significant step forward. For Bengals fans and teammates alike, it's a welcome shift in momentum. "I think Hendrickson ends up in that Crosby-Garrett range," Schefter said during an appearance on Unsportsmanlike. "Somewhere in there. That's no small number." For context, Maxx Crosby signed a 3-year, $106 million deal with the Las Vegas Raiders earlier this year, securing $91 million guaranteed, a whopping $35 million per year. Myles Garrett, on the other hand, inked a 4-year, $160 million extension with the Cleveland Browns, guaranteeing him $123 million, or $40 million annually. For Hendrickson, landing in that salary range wouldn't just be a win. It would be a declaration that he belongs among the game's premier edge rushers, a declaration that he's no longer under the radar, and a declaration that the Bengals, an organization known more for frugality than free spending, are ready to invest in greatness. It's hard to argue he doesn't deserve it. Hendrickson has been nothing short of sensational since joining Cincinnati. Signed in 2020 from the New Orleans Saints, he immediately elevated the Bengals' pass rush to a championship-caliber level. He's posted 17.5 sacks in back-to-back seasons, regularly terrorizing opposing quarterbacks and commanding double teams. He's not just a disruptor, he's a game changer. And in today's NFL, game changers get paid. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the Bengals' current trajectory. Fresh off a run of deep playoff appearances and boasting one of the most talented young rosters in the league, Cincinnati knows its Super Bowl window is wide open. But it won't stay open forever. Joe Burrow is already under a massive contract. Jamar Chase is next. And if the Bengals want to keep their defense formidable, locking down Hendrickson is essential. The Bengals now face a pivotal decision: pay Hendrickson what he's worth, or risk alienating a cornerstone of their defense. It's not just about the money, it's about the message it sends. A long-term deal would be more than a reward. It would be a vote of confidence in Hendrickson's leadership, dominance, and impact. There's no denying that contract negotiations in the NFL are a complex blend of business, loyalty, and leverage. But when you have a player performing at an all-pro level, producing like a top-3 pass rusher, and showing no signs of decline, the choice seems obvious, especially for a franchise with championship aspirations. As training camp looms on the horizon, all eyes will remain fixed on Cincinnati. The Hendrickson situation could shape not just the team's 2025 campaign, but the long-term direction of the franchise. Will the Bengals finally step up and secure one of their most dominant weapons? Or will this standoff escalate into a full-blown crisis? Either way, one thing is certain. Trey Hendrickson has earned his payday. Now it's up to the Bengals to decide if they're ready to put their money where their mouth is. The clock is ticking in Cincinnati, and this is a saga that's far from over.